Testing, testing. I see it working. I think I see it working. Yep. Okay. Oh, almost forgot. Good. Didn't hear the scary bass. The most frightening of the fish. Too late, I already saw the Discord message. Yeah, pretty much. I need to I need to do something. I need to do something. Bienvenue, dear fishes. Yeah, at the moment, there's just the two of you in the Discord, so technically speaking, I could just 37 allowance now. Technically, I could actually just tag in the announcements, hey, everybody. Uh, what happened? My uncle is in the MICU, and he may not come back out of it. Your friend had twin babies in the NICU and brought them home. And for 81 days, oh my God, that's a long time. That's a very long time. Um, I've heard. What have I heard? That sometimes premature babies. Yeah, it's not great. Um, they said they told us to come in, kind of told the family to come in. But when we were leaving, or when I was leaving, it was looking a little more like they were talking about like how things are potentially moving forward over the next couple of days. So that's a good sign, I think. It's not like because in the beginning it was like y'all have to come in today, and then by the time I was leaving, it was more so here's what we're looking at potentially doing over the next couple of days. So that's a good sign, I think. Also, that is good news. Um, I've had a couple things on my mind. Is how old is he? He's in his 50s, but I'm not going to get into details, but he's has a health condition that he's was born with, and he's pretty much spent his whole life like when he was first born. It was like people with this condition don't normally live past the age of 5, right? And by the time he was 5, medical advancements had brought it up to where, well, he might make it to 9. By the time he was 9, it was 14, right? And so he's always been that medicine has always been that one step ahead his whole life. And it was only in the last like few years that he got on the other side of that to where he's now ahead of the projected life expectancy of somebody who was born today with the disease that he has. So like he's a medical miracle his whole life, pretty much. Um, yeah, but I seek to distract myself a little bit. Why am I seeing chat replay? Did something bork? Bork, bork, bork. No, y'all can see me. Something's just borked on my end. Okay. Tell me a funny thing. I've okay. I'm I have two things I'm chasing right now, so we're gonna go and look at one of them, which is in the elevator zone. The castle puzzle thing, and the other one is the red door. Actually, red door is it's this way. I can get there quickly. This I've read. This is the thing. This is the thing on the red door. Funny enough, and this is something I was thinking about too. I remember I saw this. I remember at the time going, "Oh, I know what this is already because it's high pressure because it's the boiler thing." I'm looking at this now. This is the power box that's on that red door. It's powered by the boiler. So I think I need to get the boiler running. So maybe open red the. You know what? We were able to send power to the furnace. Um, Maybe I need to power the furnace. There's no outward reason that we would otherwise need to do that. So that's something we try later. Maybe powering the furnace powers the boiler units. You and your wieners. I should actually I should just make it so that chat stays up on the screen, I think, instead of fading out. This room. Okay. So this does stay open, good. Now we have some clues to interpret. The music down here is pretty. Frozen wieners thawed out on the floor. How did that happen? Tay, how did your food handle being power out for so long? Falling out of the freezer? Oh, it's a shame. Hold on a second. Didn't I solve at least 2 or 3 of these? No, I am not going through that again. Come on. You know what? I don't need to solve them all again. I had these solved. I did in fact have these. So power is out from 142 to 8. All the food survived. That is good news. Yeah, the music is thumpy. I had these solved. I can't believe they reset. If they're just going to reset, I'm not. That's bull. That's bull. Fortunately, I have screenies of the hint inside. Please hold. Where? Someone in the neighborhood was barbecuing Sunday morning before 9. Oh, that's actually sounds amazing. Speaking of wieners, yeah, indeed. I'm smoking out. Somebody. Wait, no, that's not it. Not somebody stop me. It's smoking. Okay. Dropping it. I'm terrible with this. Hold on. In Ares' court, where king now lays. On the sacred hour, that time-worn phrase. I unlocked these. You saw me do at least 3 of them. They are locked again. I am not doing it again. They did not stay unlocked. So I'm dropping this here so we can work on this together. Because each box, no box contained any gift or prize or clue or... Well, there's clues. Each box contained a message. And these are the messages. In Ares' court, where king now lays. I'm assuming that's where we are. That like this is a coffin. This is the symbol of Fen Ares. So that's the location where we are. Is Fairy's court. Itchy, hey man, how you doing? That's okay, no worries. And everyone's trying to get a hold of me right now. And not that I'm terribly surprised. But he should be stable through the night, I hope. That's okay. That's okay. There it is. Okay. So now you all can see what I saw. I have this on screen. Like I said, hold on. Yeah, like I was saying, Red. Yeah, I'm not gonna reopen them if they're going to close themselves. That's all kinds of bull. Oh, these are the contents. I did actually get them all open. I hammered on that, but I figured I'd come back in here with them ready to go, and they closed themselves. So, in Ares' court where king now lays, I think that's where we are. Is it possible to pin a message? If I did it all in one, I could try it. But it might just be one run-on sentence here. Why open any of them? Well, I didn't know they were going to close again. Because after I ended stream, I couldn't get out of my head. And I was like, I'm not going to go and do anything else. Although I have an idea. I did have an idea about the red door. I think it might possibly be tied to the boiler and the furnace. Because I know we can power the furnace. The furnace is a red room. Maybe. You come in, oh my gosh. No, I was so frustrated with these boxes. Oh, no. But, like I said, we have our clues in front of us. And there is Court where King now lays. That is where we are. I'm confident. Oh, thank you for that, Tay. I don't see a way to pin that right now. Well, I should be able to, but maybe I need to do it. Hold on. I have so many tabs open. I don't remember. Okay, I got it pinned up. Yeah, you did say that, and I'm remembering that now. 7 stream streak. Woo-hoo. But in any case, we have our clues. So I'm bringing it in front of my face. On Sacred Hour, that time-worn phrase. The only hour I can think of that's sacred is 1:30, because that's been consistently, we've seen that through in multiple places. Will a youth approach with empty arms? I'm a youth. The character we play is a youth. I'm feeling like empty arms means I can't have any inventory items. But it goes on to say, without gifts, nor gold, nor mannered charms, so that's in a completely empty inventory. No gems, no gold, no keys, no nothing. So we need to come in here, and we have what's the word? I have a allowance now, so I'll need to empty my inventory out of gold and gems and stuff. In sky above, a brilliant sign, a sullen cross as 5 stars align. I don't remember which days the observatory lets us see the cross. I think that makes a diamond, a small diamond appear. We need to come in here on a day when we see a cross through the observatory lens, a patient figure, a reckoning great. Not sure what that means. The black key is lying with the last king of 8. Okay, well, was anything I said out of line? I'm assuming this is Ares Court. I believe that, I think that that's, either this is Ares Court, it has to be, because the sarcophagus is here. Sacred Hour, I'm thinking that's a card set? Oh, the black key is lying with the last king, as in maybe. I think I've got a good connection. The last king of 8s. Well, there's also 8 houses, or eight countries or whatever. So the dead king of Fen Ares might be inside here, or inside the sarcophagus, or something of that line, which would imply there's what his black key is inside there, along with the corpse of the king, is what I'm thinking. But I think that we need empty inventory on a day. We can't do anything in here right now, then. I think we need to come back on a day that the observatory shows the crosses in the sky with nothing in our inventory. And I think that is the main points. So I have stuff in my inventory right now, and I don't know what day it is as far as the constellations go. So I think this is currently not open to me. I think I need to deal with that. I need to know what constellations I have in the sky. So we'll need to do a little drafting. I need to get an observatory up. I need to drain my funds. I'm Sacred Hour. Now, I don't know if that means I need to go down there at 1:30. I think that means I need to be in the room at 1:30. With an empty inventory, no gold, keys, gems, nothing. On a day with the cross, my current starting count of what? Of 2 gems and 37 gold. Yeah, I don't need to worry about. I can just leave the allowance on the table on a normal on a day. The 2 gems is no, it's not even that hard to get rid of. I just have to draft rooms until I find a couple gem rooms and get rid of them, and not pick up any keys or dice or anything on the way. Make sure I'm devoid of everything, and then be downstairs at 1:30. And then I was looking at this again. Star count. Hold on. In sky above a brilliant sign, a sullen cross as 5 stars align. What that means to me is that I need to be there on a day that the observatory shows the cross in the sky. So I need to draft the observatory, look through it, and if the cross is there, then I can move forward with the rest of the plan. Yeah. Looking at this is what's on beside one of the red door. It pulls power from the boiler. I'm thinking this is obviously to do with the boiler in the house. That's powered by the boiler. We know that we can power the furnace for no reason whatsoever. So I'm thinking I might need to power up the furnace to power this. But I'll take a good look at the boiler when I get the opportunity in the boiler room and see if there's anything in there that I just wasn't paying attention to when I first solved the boiler puzzle that got the power flowing. And we'll see what happens. So we got a couple things I'm pursuing as it stands. We're also on the hunt for a vault key somewhere along the way. We got the diary. The diary key. The diary key, the symbol on it is the symbol of one of the cities. I forget which city it is, but it's in the inner sanctum. That might be relevant. I'll take shelter, maybe? Yeah. Don't need to go down there for anything, but... Chat having intermittent connection? I couldn't say. I'm seeing you guys pop up as soon as I'm aware that you've said anything, you pop up. I couldn't say. Always so many festive colors to the gems. Oh, that is odd. I have mine open on my phone and I'm not seeing that happen, but I see that pop up, but I don't know how fast it is. There's the furnace, but I don't need it yet. I need to attach it to the boiler, so it can't be attached to this room. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes I have to force close Twitch and then relaunch it. Is it okay? It's the Diamondus Minor, the apple. This is the cross. the Southern Cross. But I gained a gem in the meantime. That's the key. Forget what you are. The slice. Which might just be twitchy. Okay. So we have a cross in the sky today. So if I can, today was not a great day to pick up my allowance because that was an oops on my part. That'll dead end. I just got one. I'm not going to pick those up then. The gold is the problem right now. That'll take that out. Yeah, I do. Running shoes in the rabbit's foot. Today might be burnt. Just because I picked up some junk. Because I can't empty that inventory in any way I'm aware of. One key, one gem, 37 coins. There's a gem in there I'm not going to pick up right now. I don't know. I've already picked up inventory stuff. You know what? Why not? We're barely into the day. Oh, they just crash as I did that? Oh yeah, it died hard. I just picked them up because I wasn't paying enough attention. In the walk-in closet, I just picked them up. So it should be the right constellation. I think I need to see it. Because if I don't look through the telescope and see it, it doesn't. I have to draft the observatory to go into the room to make my star count be the right number to get that constellation. So I think I need to draft it to gain access to it. Yes. Okay. She's very slow this evening. We know which constellations I'm going to get, but I have to draft it to get it. Yes. Not picking up my allowance. In sky above, a brilliant sign. Nope. Don't pick up anything. Yeah, so I need to. Ooh, nope. Don't pick up anything. Oh, that's curious. I only have. Oh, because I just used one. Duh. Yeah, I need to make the observatory in order to. That's going to be the tricky part. Oh, this would be a good room to burn out all my coins in, actually, if I needed to. Burn out my steps, too, though. That's the thing. Come on. Today is, of course, a day when there's a bunch of items kicking around. Here we go. And that used up my gem. This one. I'm not picking up anything else. We have now Confirmed and verified. My inventory is empty. I have no coins, no gems, no keys, no dice. No nothing, no this, no that, no blah, blah, blah. Down the elevator. I have absolutely nothing in my pockets. I have nothing in my hands. I am a sullen youth. And we're going to go down there, and we're just going to hang out till 1:30. And have I observed? I did observe. I looked through the telescope. I clicked on the cross. Was that the... A sullen cross is 5 stars aligned. I did not count the number of stars. I'm fairly confident that it was 5. Though. Southern Cross. I could wait where I can see the clock. Otherwise, we're just waiting down there, potentially forever. I'm tempted to rewind. Sullen Cross is Southern... Oh, that makes so much sense. A Sullen Cross is 5 stars aligned. The way they play with words, I swear. Okay, that's the clock. It is Southern Cross. It's 5. Okay. I'm looking. Now, 1:30 is a long way off. I think it's 20 minutes equates to an... it moves pretty quick, actually. 20 minutes equates to 1 hour, roughly, in-game. So we're looking at 20, 40, like an hour of waiting. So I don't think there's any point to us just standing here clock watching. I'm going to take a crack in this direction. If you want to ask me... Whoop. If you want to ask me a question, I will probably answer it. Special floor plans, trading post, schoolhouse. I want to check out that hovel. Hovel. Because there's this here. Time goes at 8x speed. Oh, it's only 7.5 minutes for an hour. I don't think I've ever played any Jackbox games that come to mind, at least. We found that in the corner. Man, she is so passive-aggressive, it's hilarious. Yeah, we can't even really, like, wander too much because we'll burn our steps away. Bird. Don't pick any of that up. What's going on in here? Let's do a little more drafting. Maybe I find myself in a... Maybe I'll burn up some dead-end rooms or something. Hallway, but I will leave the key. Between 1 and a Brazilian. That's so many. A patient figure. Yeah, that makes sense. Because we're just biding our time. We're out here just biding, doing our thing. Resisting every temptation to pick stuff up. Draft the closet. Do not go in there because we have extra extra items in there. Not going in there, though. Not the ideal room. I don't mind blocking off the observatory, though. Because we've already used it. What we got for time? 9 o'clock? He said 7.5 minutes equates to 1 hour? 7, 15. Half an hour, roughly. The vestibule. Vestibule sucks, might I say. This forces one door open. It could potentially force another door open. None of those are good. I have no redraws, I have no spins, I have nothing. I'm so used to being able to game this. I don't think I've read this one yet. The first two, I'm pretty sure, are in the house, and then the rest of these are not. So I should read 3, 4, and 5, even though they're probably going to be very dry. I can't pick that up. I almost did because I saw it and just thought steps. Yes, we'll take lab. And then I'm probably going to stop running around before I run out of steps and burn the day again. Continue with experiment. Ooh. Every room I drop in the next 40 seconds. Shoot, we'll do it. Remove a crate from the tunnel. Or remove a crate from the tunnel. I have 40 seconds. They don't give you a lot of lead of... Oh no, are you kidding me right now? The first door is locked, and I have no keys. That's hilarious. A crate has been removed from the tunnel. A crate has been removed from the... I can get one more. No, I can't. I've dead-ended. Nope, not taking that. I said, unless there was a key, and then I could just grab the key, use the key. Oh, that's two crates gone. I'll go check out the tunnel and see what changed. See, if I'd grabbed that key on the way through, I could have got one more door, but I did not know that. I'm confident the sacred hour is 1:30. That's been like the a very important time on the clock in multiple points. No, this is the gem cave. Tunnels down. There's so many crates. Two hasn't even put a dent. I think they were here though, like beside me. Oh, I never want to be what's the matter, baby. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So many crates. So many crates. That's okay. This is a long-term goal to clear the tunnel out. It's okay. It's okay. I don't even mind. I'm not going to go through the house again because I don't want to burn my steps up. There's a few more, yeah. Well, if I had a really good one that was like that one where it's every time you open and close your map, it triggers up to 10 times, then I could knock out even if it killed my run, I could knock out 10. Oh, it's getting close. Oh, it's tantalizing. I'm hoping that in the sarcophagus where the key is, um, there will be a key to this cipher. I'm assuming this is actually a cipher, like a substitution cipher, uh, because it ain't words. Well, it's not. I called it the castle cipher because it said read castle all the way down one side, and I made the assumption that because it said castle all the way down one downside, it was going to be trash from digging. We get you lots. That's true. That's a good one too. Uh, if you had a shovel, you could find a lot of trash. Um, hold on a second. If you have the one that spreads dirt on the driveway, does that persist? Does the dirt persist day to day? Like, could you trigger that a bunch of times and then dig them all up on one day and dig up a pile of trash? Maybe. Um, I have some theories regarding what it might mean, but I'm not gonna. There might yet be. Like I said, I'm calling it a cipher, but it might not be a cipher. It might be something else entirely. We shall see. I strongly suspect that whatever's in that sarcophagus is going to be the key, because it says the key lies with the last king of eight. Might be the cipher key that helps that gives us the way to interpret that into a usable clue. So we're chasing two things right now. We're chasing what I'm thinking might be a cipher key, and I'm thinking attaching furnace to boiler room to get the red door open in the tunnel. Those are the two things that come to mind. Riveting gameplay, I know, I know. But I can't even really wander anywhere to like look at stuff. I'm just I'm just glad that we're all able to hang out and just chill. And this isn't one of I'm not one of those like Fortnite streamers that everybody needs constant stimulation or they start tweaking out. Yeah, I'm not a high energy kind of guy most of the time. Sometimes I can get a little. Hold on a second. Speaking of things I've never looked closely at, I see no rhyme or reason to the stained glass design. In the Elzara prophet, one of the Elzara prophecies, these were all knocked over. Hmm. I don't know if that's relevant at all. Like his prophecies are like the visuals don't always tie into like the statements being made. If that makes sense. The mansion, it is actually absolutely hideous. Like, what have I got there? A hallway. I got a hallway right here. That doesn't look like a hallway. I got the bedroom off the corner. You can look at. I wonder if you could. I wonder if I've said before, like if one was to be able to like look at the exterior of the mansion before drafting, does it have any relation to what you draft? Because I don't think it does. But, but that said, when you draft the garage, it changes the exterior of the house because it allows you to go out the garage. But did the garage exist before you drafted it, or is it deterministic? I don't know. I know not. I know not. Where's my pinned message? That's what I was thinking. Like if it changed the exterior in some way, and because like I'm thinking when you draft the secret garden, when you draft the secret garden, it has the one wall that faces the exterior, and it has the levers in it, but the levers are like they're somewhere inside a mechanism, right? If you draft the secret garden, do those also exist on the outside? I don't know. But they can't always exist. They would only exist after you draft them. But the garage makes that happen too. When you draft the garage, it creates a garage door on the outside of the house. So it stands to reason that there must be other rooms that do it. Maybe the secret garden does. It has a rotating device asset on the exterior wall, right? That's one that comes to mind. Um I forget which one it is, not the patio. Um there's one of them. There's a couple of them that allow you to go. You're in the house, like you're in a contained space, but you're on an exterior room of the house. Did that exist on the outside of the house before you drafted it there? I don't know. It's a little chicken or egg sort of thing. Which came first? I found it. I found the security footage symbol. If you can see that, it is the train map with complete with the loop. That was recorded on the security camera footage back in 1987 on February 9th. And the book was published in 1988. So here's the thing. In that security footage, in one of the videos, one of them is the symbol of the train map that took us to the sundial, right? That was in the security footage. The entrance one, along with the book, A New Clue, gave us the hint towards looking for the urn that had the microchip in it in the entrance hall. But there is another video in the library, and we haven't figured out what that one means yet. That's a good point. I think the spirit of the question is less specifically about chickens, though, and more so like which came first, the egg or the animal which lays the egg. And I do appreciate that it's not literally intended to be answered straight up as like chicken or egg. Um, like obviously, if you keep iterating backwards, you'd find you would have like a proto chicken that laid a proto egg, or a proto animal of some kind that laid an egg. At some like where exactly the tipping point is between at what point was it an egg and what point was it not quite an egg yet? Where do you draw that line when you're talking over millions of years of iteration? That does get a little complicated to try to define that line specifically. But I appreciate the spirit of the question. It makes sense to me. I get what the purpose of the question is. I should just call this stream just chatting at the moment. Honestly. The thing that crawled out of the ocean and then became an egg? I don't think that's how it works. I really don't think that's quite how it works. You meant okay, so it crawled out of the ocean and then turned into a chicken and then it became an egg. Get in the game. EA. Jorts. Killing Time Talk is I don't know if hilarious is the word I want to use, but I'll accept it if you want to use it, Gorgon Joe. Um, Weenuck. Been a long time since I've heard that one. Oh, goodness. Yeah, now is a good time to review my note taking. Nobody is watching on nobody's paying attention on TikTok. TikTok. Holy crap. Okay. We know for a fact that there is a vault key somewhere. I believe that they're random. That will take us to a vault door that has a sanctum key in it. Because that was one of the clues that we had in the list. We also know that one of them, the sanctum key, is waiting behind the last door of 8. I'm assuming that means that somehow we can gain access to the 8th door. I'm not quite sure, though, how that would work. I think at some point there was rooms I wanted to play with. There's the red door in the underpass that I strongly suspect is tied to the furnace and the boiler. There is the mechanarium. I'm curious. I have a suspicion. No, I don't have any suspicions yet. I'm curious what happens if you have, because it creates a door for each gear room you have. I'm curious what happens if you have more gear rooms than it's possible to have doors. If it just caps the number of doors, or if it does something weird, like possibly force access through a part of the house you wouldn't normally be able to access. That could be potentially beneficial. I should make a note of things I'm chasing at the moment, actually. We are trying to determine how many coins, how many shrine blessings. If sequentially increasing the amount of coins that we give results in different blessings. Because I strongly suspect there's more than just blessing of the dancer. So I'm gonna make a note of that. Shrine blessings. Dancer. We know 1 coin gives us, and 2 coins gives us. And it doesn't seem to have any impact on duration either. But we don't know yet. I didn't draft it today, but I might draft it later. Today is Cinco de Mayo. That's right. And Taco Tuesday. Well, after I saw my uncle, it's noon now. I did go for coffee there, and I got food, but I didn't really want to eat it. Would have had tacos though if I thought about it. I think we have enough information to solve 1 or maybe 2 or possibly even more of the Sanctum puzzles. I know we have found 2 intact ones. Forget which cities they're for. And then I suspect the rest of them will have to, like, accumulate the knowledge, and I should have been collating it this whole time, and I just haven't been. So, I'm a goof, apparently. I don't know what solving them will do, but... Oh, I had an idea, actually, as well. I'm gonna write these down. Leads to chase. In the throne room, we can ascend the throne or reclaim the throne or whatever term there was there. I think it was reclaim the throne or reclaim the crown. I forget. But there is a crown in room 46. So I'm thinking, well, the picture is of a crown, but the picture's of the red crown. So we might need to bring either the red crown. So I'm going to put bring crown to throne room. Because the picture on the 12:15. The picture on the... Hold on, I'll bring up the directory. And time doesn't actually pause while I'm paused. You can see that. Thinking... Throne room was a found floor plan. Reclaim the crown. And that is the red crown, specifically. So I'm thinking... This was the former seat and power of Orinda Ares. Before the current era, the rise of the Red Banner. So either we want to bring the red crown here or the blue crown here. I don't yet know how to get the red crown. That one I'm not sure about. I know that there is a map of the museum where the crown was housed in the safe room. So I might need to study that map a little closer. So bring crown to throne room. Could be red or blue. And presumably it has some interaction with something in the room. Much like the sundial, where we could scorch the base of it, but we had no idea that we could scorch the base of it until, had I gone there with a whole variety of tools and just started clicking on it, eventually I would have clicked on the part that scorched the sundial. I would have figured it out. But we wouldn't know because we wouldn't have seen. So it's possible bringing the crown there will give us something to interact with. Red door in, I call it the underpass. Boiler and furnace. I'm making some assumptions here, and I know I am when it comes to that combo, but just because we don't know why. Pretty much the Discord is just a way for people to get together. And honestly, not much is really happening there right now because there's only like 2 people in it. So at the moment, I had a number of people ask me if like I had one or I was going to make one. So I eventually got around to doing it, thinking to myself like, well, it's something that people have asked for. So I'll put that together. It also has more reliable notifications. Time's getting close. It also has more reliable notifications because like I have it set up that if you want to be notified when I go live, you can like just take on the role of live stream notifications and you'll get that notification because there's a bot that'll notify you. Yeah, like the intention in the hope at least is that like as more interested people filter in, we'll build something worth sticking around for, you know? I don't know. It's just something that I like to think could be something down the line. I'm going to head down. At the moment, I don't have enough screens to keep track of what's going on everywhere. So when I'm live, chats are here. Well, it's part of the reason why I have the Discord there is because like I have one specific thing for specifically for blueprints discussion. I want to be able to collate my notes there and potentially do a little brainstorming. No spoilers, still, please. It takes forever to build up a viewership build up a viewership in a lot of places, but Twitch is notoriously bad because Twitch doesn't really have discoverability. Okay, I'm down here. I have no way of telling time, so I'm just gonna have to hope that we got this right. a good number of viewers consistently for someone who doesn't even have 50 followers. I really do. I actually am super, super excited about how like supportive the people are being and people have been. The people who like come in and hang around and stick around and hang out rather. And I could probably slow down the rate at which those notifications trigger. Yeah. That is something that I've kind of tried to play with. I don't, but because I'm not like the high energy kind of streamer, I don't really have the kind of energy that seems to play like when I'm streaming that seems to play well on shorts like for TikTok and YouTube and what have you. Like I've looked into it, and like what a lot of more successful people who use that method have said is like you gotta like you're actually better off to do like offline content that's kind of like built around using it for that purpose. I should have set a timer. Did I have to have all these solved for this to... Did I have to have all these boxes open for it to trigger? Oh, no, no, no. I hope to... Oh, here we go. Okay, so the cipher is directly related to this plinth. Why does it show up twice? It's probably directly relevant. The last time we saw something like that was mirrored, it was literally mirrored. I'm going to go to bed now, have morning duty in the winter. Oh, no, that is very true and very sad, and I feel for you. Okay, we have... we have this. Okay. And the cipher is directly relevant. I'm not seeing seeing a key, which means we have to solve to get the key. I'm starting to think I'm leaning harder rather towards this is not a cipher at all. We have compass directions on the clock as well. Okay. Looking back at the pinned message real quick. Scrolling. There we go. Okay, so this was the way to get access to the plinth here. A patient figure, a reckoning great, the black key is lying with the last king of 8. So this was for us to get access to this. And that is the number 8 in the middle. So the black key is in here. Okay, so that was the clue to gain access to the clock. The clue is no longer relevant, I think. So now we move on to the cipher itself. Whoops. It is a very nice saxophone. So that's what we're dealing with. That's what we're dealing with. 6 add 6, tor lor et. I don't want to leave in case that thing goes back down. So we're here. Okay. So I have to believe that what's in front of me is what we have to work with. 6 add 6, tor lor et. It is one. Okay. And we have seen Roman numerals elsewhere. I mean, this clock is Roman numerals. And also translated to numbers. So, okay, let me walk through this. If we 6 add 6, so if it's 109, let's just try it. If it's 109, oop, 109. Yeah, it has compass directions on it. Whoa, Bella. And then add 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tor. What could Tor be? Okay, I feel like that's like the first start at 6, add 6. That makes sense. Tor. Tor. A torrent. There is no T's or R's in Roman numerals. Tor. Tor. Not really. Maybe it's backwards. It could be like this. Like I said the last time we saw something like this where it was the same on both sides was in the gallery puzzle where it was mirrored. So then, Tor would be rot. When I was at the hospital today, there was a basket on a table that it said something like schedule rotations, but it was scheduled. It was shortened. It said like scheduling rot. So if we assume that it's reversed and shortened and it means rotate, then lore would be the direction to rotate? lore. That's not reverse that I could think of anything. Rawl. And we're talking, there's also compass directions. Like, that's relevant for a reason. Rotate lore at. We have a northeast. What would that even be exactly, though? Like that doesn't give me a number, right? To aim for. Rotate. I'm assuming it's rotate, but it makes sense. Well, what other things have we encountered? Roman numerals we've encountered. Mirroring we've encountered. Math we've encountered. This could be pulling together multiple things. What would lore et be referring to? Okay, so maybe it is. Hold on. Hold on. Let's say I go lore et, rotate lore et. Let's say lore et is northeast. Let's say. So if I take it all the way around going northward, I'm pointing at the screen. If I rotate it around northward to east, maybe. Rewind. On east. Not on the 5, but on the east. No, I'm not putting that away. Okay. Now tell me, was that the intended solution? Rotate northward to east, lore et northeast. I'm just kind of spitballing. Bonjour, Treyarch. The Royal Key of Ares. A key crafted from infused second era gold and soot black onyx, adorned with the original insignia of the Ares family crest. I have no idea what to do with it. Solved it? Yeah. I feel like it was a bit of a hack job because I was just kind of mushmouthing things, but it worked. That's what I'm asking. Was that an intended solution, or was I supposed to have found clues that helped me to mushmouth that way out? You know what I mean? A win is a win. That's fair. I sincerely hope that that key stays open because the boxes did not. I'm running very sure on steps right now. Yeah, a win is a win, though. A win is a win. That's fair. Oh my gosh. It took us an hour and a half to do that one task we set out to do today. The first task we set out to do today. Now, where's my list of things? I'd be more excited if I knew what the hell I was doing with that key. I knew it wasn't going to be a sanctum key, but I thought it would at least point me in the direction of, right? Because I'm like, okay, I still have 2 sanctum keys to find. I know where they are, but I almost knocked my chicken off. Rather, I know because I know that one of them is behind the last door of 8. I thought maybe that was the road to door 8. Whatever exactly that means, but no such luck. Yeah, we don't think it be like it that way, but it do. So just in case it doesn't save that we got in there, I will start at 109. I'm assuming we have to go through all the motions, otherwise why have them? To 115. And then rotate, that was 1226. Because we pointed to the east. Yeah, don't think it'd be like that, but it do. So now, my belief, my mighty belief. There's nothing in the code check right now? Maybe I should keep the key of Ares in there? No, I know how to open the box. I know how to open the box, so I'm not going to do that. I need to hook this up to power. I have a theory about the furnace and the boiler room, but I need the boiler room first. Man alive, it would have been nice to actually have bananas this time around. Yeah, you came in here right on time too, because we were just kind of hanging out for a long time waiting for for the clock to tick tickety talk its way over. 2 steps left. Oh, doesn't really matter at this point. Knock me out. bonk. What's the bonk? Oh, that's what's making that noise. Oh, jeez. Yes, there is chat overlay. I had a couple of people say, like, who are you even talking to? I watched some of your VODs and it's like you just talk to nobody. I was like, well, I'm talking to chat. Grab my allowance. Because I'm allowed to have money now. Hey, what's it to ya? You dang fool. So you can get a shrine today. Oh yeah, we gotta add a little bit of value to the proposition. Value proposition, as you would, in order for people to want to hang around. None of those are a shrine. That's the shrine. I know, right? Okay. So I had 2 coins gave me Blessing of the Dancer. 3 coins gives me the Blessing of the High Roller. We have a new blessing. What does that one do? Each time you draft a shop room, gain a dice. Gain 5 extra coins each time you roll a dice. Okay, so that was 3 coins. Gave me High Roller. Dude's holiday app. Couldn't be me. So ooh, that is nice. Have you tried the Costco ones? The Costco chicken breast chunks? Gain a dice every time you draft a shop room. Okay. This seems valuable. Have you tried? Hold on. Forgetting, I can just show you guys. These ones. Chicken breast chunks. They are amazing. They are delicious. They are fantastic. They are a Costco need. They have become the base of my meal prep. No, not sponsored at all. I just talk about. I'm a Costco executive father figure. I personally feel like McDonald's chicken tastes like absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. My key is gone, but that's okay because I don't even know where to use it yet. We also have our theories. Yes, that would be the one. Boiler and furnace. Or I'm gonna check out if I can draft a boiler, I'm gonna check it out because the last time I actually looked at it closely was a long time ago. And I wasn't looking for red boxes anywhere, so it might have a red pipe that goes somewhere. And bring the crown to the throne room, red or blue, don't know which. But there is a crown in the picture of the throne room, so I think that's relevant. Have you tried the chicken Big Mac? That absolute monstrosity of a food item? Yeah, I got it, and I think I took like a bite and a half of it on camera, and that was as far as I got before I just kind of pitched it onto my dash and said, "No, this isn't food. Like, I don't know what you people are doing. This is a product." Yes, the chicken Big Mac. Yes, I'm being 100% serious right now. Yeah. Well, no, we were the last ones to get it. It's like how we got the Hockey Hero sandwich. Cheese and pickles and mac sauce on a chicken. Yeah, no, it was legitimately. They've said it's a member of the Big Mac family. I did a video on it because it was like, I've never seen this before. I don't know what to make of this. I really miss the blessing of the dancer. I love being able to rotate rooms. Well, it's like the regular Big Mac, the double Big Mac, which they consider separate from. Um, and the chicken Big Mac. We had to come in here for the book. That was the only thing we had to come in there for. A burger named after me. What would be on it? Well, named after me or named after like my name? Like the Unbound Burger, because Unbound Burger is going to be a lot more unhinged than my actual name. Fuddruckers? I've heard that name and it makes me kind of laugh every time. I've heard, yes, from Idiocracy, how it went through all its various iterations to become, yeah, that's what I immediately think of every time I hear it. Welcome to Costco. I love you. Okay. Ugh. Then I kind of wish I had seen a Fuddruckers before. I think I've read this book. Yes, I 100% have. I have pictures of it. Hold on. Synergy. Hold on. Some rooms only work by drafting specific rooms. Boiler room, I knew about this. Boiler room connects to these rooms, including the furnace, for some reason. The pump room connects to the pool, aquarium, greenhouse. These rooms for some, and several features outside of the main house. This has synergy with the boudoir and the walk-in closet. Oh, it's right there on. I don't think that's in the. I don't think it's in the thing though. This I knew. This I knew. Just for the Pittsburgh. This I didn't know. That's okay though. I don't need to go back to the freezer anytime soon. Okay. There's two more. Bring one back. Ooh. Yes. Any books I don't have yet? No, I bought them all. I thought maybe they would get more books in, but apparently not. Now I know I don't need to draft it again. Cook this motherfucker burger. I am a fan of burgers. Borgir. Yeah, sure. This room. This room's on the outside of the house. Is this room always on the outside of the house? I don't think it is. But now it's altered the outside of the house. Does it just carve it? I think it might. It might just carve it out of the house. That might be what it is. Borgir. Delicious. Borgir. Rotunda's not ideal. Why aren't you a mechanical room? The great Borgira. Can I only do that once? Yes. In the rotunda, we may rotate. The gems are in this box. The gems are not in this box. The gems are not in the white box. Okay. If this is true, the gems are not in the white box. If that's true, that would make this true. That would also make this true. That doesn't work. If this was true, the gems are not in this box. That would make this true. That would make this a lie. That works. My brain is cratered with knowledge. Just so much knowledge. Some craters in there. Not even wrinkly. It's so much worse than that. I want. What room was it I wanted? Boiler. The boiler. I don't know. I've seen some of the stuff those fifth graders learn. I've forgotten so much at this point. I would love if I could force mechanical rooms. That'd be great. Oh, I should have held on to this, actually. I goofed. Ooh, we saw that. We saw that in in a vision, in an Elzara mission. Vision was this box, this exact box. A permanent addition to the shrine. I wonder if it's there now. Note to chat, remind me. What's this? Prove your merit as a scout by attaining 8 trophies. Dare mode. Cursed coffers. Wait a minute. Could the key be for this? This is locked. Like, there's a padlock on it. Could the key be for this? If we have steps at the end of the day, we'll see. If it spawned out there, because we have the shrine right now, we'll check it out. Not ideal. Over here. This is a good one. This is the only thing I've noticed missing. I wonder if there's more things that have gone missing that I have just not been paying attention to and have not noticed. What is this? You may spend stars to draw new floor plans. What does that even mean? Oh, I can use them up. Is that a good thing? I'm not even sure. The inkwell. I had no. I taking me a long time to accumulate them. I don't know. If I draft the Great Hall, it'd be nice to have all the doors unlocked already. Ooh, this one. More permanent ads. Oh, I'm almost out. It's only 2 more left. Pretty soon there's going to be no point to drafting this room anymore. December 22nd. I've been at this for a while. Give me them shoes. They just fit me. We're not going to question it. Security locked. Don't have a key card. Dead end room. No. You are waiting though. Pets. You get pets. Dinner is served. Oh, that's all I left behind is a single gem. That's not too bad. Saddest story ever told, I swear. Ooh, the dark room is not ideal. But I'll take it. It's my only way forward right now. Security door. Oh boy. Oh! We already pulled a new room. What are you? Oh. Games of chance is games of... Okay, so it's just... This is for just money. Out of order, broken hand. Broken hand. I wonder if we can use our broken handle for that one. They're all... Yeah, these are all just for money. But it's my casino. Hand it over. What is this? Roulette wheel. Spin the wheel for your chance to win. Special prizes. Keys, gems, coins, nothing I need. Anything I need? Keep? I don't think so. Okay, we're out of doors. So, we're gonna head for the shrine, and see if it spawned our thingy that I forget the name of right now. The cursed chest or whatever. I believe that's the proper name, the cursed chest or whatever. What are you? You foolishly picked up the deadly stone cursed effigy. Curse mode is now unlocked. Also, you are cursed. You can now select curse mode when starting a new game file. You have been cursed! Each time you draft a bedroom, lose a step. Each time you draft a hallway, lose a key. Each time you draft a green room, lose a diamond. Each time you draft a shop, lose a coin. Each time you draft a red room, lose all of the above. Does it override the blessing I got? Is that all that it's for? Well, that's the end of this run anyway. I can't proceed any further, and I didn't need the special key to open the chest. Just a regular old slammer hammer. I kinda wish that I had made the coat check so that I could stick it in the coat check and then keep it. Apparently not. Well, that ends the day anyway. Well, we made some we made some major strides here. We've been chasing the castle cipher for many hours. So that's on its own massive. We don't know what to do with the key yet, but that's massive all the same. No, yeah, legit. That in and of itself was huge. That cursed effigy is in the book about the curse of Blackbridge. So it strikes me that it is, and it shows up in one of the prophecy. So it's got to be relevant beyond more than just something that curses you. Oh, I'm still cursed, even though I don't have the thing for another day. And Inkwell becomes a permanent ad? It does. It stays there. Need to pull the shrine. Ah! Ooh. I want to get the... What's the name of that one? Oh, today I have a key card. That's good. I'm a very tired man. So starting another day might have been a bad move, actually. There is only one true statement that could be true. Am I okay? Yeah, I'm tired. And My life is a complicated thing. The gems are in a box with a false statement. That might be true. There are 2 true statements. That might be true. If that is true, then that means this is one of the true 2 statements. Which means one of these is true. If that one's true, that makes this a lie, which makes this true, which means this one has the gems in it. I've hit a wall, guys. I actually cannot continue here. Oh. We have clues to chase, but it is late and I am full of exhaustion. So thank you again, everyone who stopped in. I'm going to end it here. I'll be back again another time.